Aloha and welcome to the Welsh Toughest Row Pacific 2026 for the arrival of our final team in the race this year. You are looking at Malihini Holo! Yes, we've got supporters out here on the water with us. Malahini Holo coming in from Switzerland. They actually rode from California all the way here to Kauai, in Hawaii, across the mid-Pacific. Our fifth team to arrive in the Welsh Toughest Row Pacific 2026. They were battling headwinds. They had squalls coming in at them and us. Sandro standing and his mum Judith have made it across the mid-Pacific, all the way from Monterey, California to right here in Hanalei Bay, Kauai, Hawaii. Craig in the background. Brenda's just close behind. You're and he's literally on YouTube with all of you at the same time. We're famous, we're on TV, he said. Judith Rice and Sandro Datig in the Welsh Toughest Row Pacific 2026 have crossed the finish line as the fifth team. The Welsh Toughest Row Pacific 2026. It's not Sandro's first rodeo. He rode the Atlantic in 2021, Welsh Toughest Row, and he arrived into Antigua. And his mum said, "How would you feel about rowing to Hawaii?" And he said yes. And here they are, Malahini Holo. And they're waving to everybody down on the pier, somewhere close there nearby the flags. Fantastic. Their story is really one of adaptation. They arguably had the toughest opening of any crew in the fleet. Everything seemed to go wrong early on for them. Violent seasickness, broken oars, frustrating weather, constant struggle simply to get away from the California coastline, and even having to deploy power anchor when the rowing conditions got too tough.
Number again, please. You wanted a phone call. Over.
For those first few days, every mile west had to be earned, and boy did they earn it. Instead of letting all those setbacks define them, they adapted. Again and again and again, bit by bit, day by day, they slowly found their rhythm. All aided by Sandro's previous Atlantic crossing experience there in 2021. And then all the effort to survive those first few days became confidence, and confidence became progress. And their finish really isn't just about reaching Kauai, it's about proving that difficult beginnings don't determine how the story ends. Here they go! The moment they've been waiting for. Keep your messages of support. You are watching Team Malahini Holo in the Welsh Toughest Row Pacific 2026 after rowing for unsupported. They have this team.
Okay.
Out the bay, and sometimes we lose
Side. Yeah, we'll be going right. Give it up for Malihini Holo!
Yes, Sandro! The moment they've been waiting for weeks ago. Weeks ago, they were fighting seasickness, broken equipment, and the weather that simply refused to cooperate with them. And here they are, successfully arriving into Hanalei Bay, Kauai in Hawaii after 45 days at sea. The celebratory banners and flags. To a wonderful audience up here behind.
Welcome to Hanalei. Thank you. So, would we like to see them step into the water?
Such a great moment when race director Carsten Heron Olsen gives them the banners and celebrates for the first time after 6 weeks at sea. Judith, Sandro's mum, first into the water. Big hug with Carsten there. Sandro's feet on the sand, and another big hug there with Carsten. Pairs team, mixed team, mother and son. Sandro rode the Atlantic in 2021, and his mom said when he arrived into Antigua, she asked him, "Will you row to Hawaii with me?" And sure enough, 5 years later, here they are. Yes, Malahini Holo.
Again, one more.
Yes.
Yeah. Let's see it. Yeah.
Judith Rice and her son, Sandro Dietig. World's Toughest Road Pacific 2026. Look at this. Fabulous. Supporting Whale Trust Maui, Hawaii, protecting the ocean that they crossed in whale research, education, conservation, and protecting marine habitat. Oh, Sandra just said he has no idea who the little lady is, but he loves giving hugs, and she is looked very happy that he's arrived. Oh, how fantastic. Such an incredible story of evolution. She's not letting go. Such a fantastic story of evolution is theirs. Judith struggled with seasickness during those opening days, draining every inch of body and mind, and yet somehow she managed to row on. Slowly, she found her sea legs. And in fact, Sandro later joked that she'd gone from struggling on the night shifts to rowing more than he was. What a wonderful transformation.
Into.
They snapped 2 oars early on in the race. So can you imagine being hundreds of miles offshore and suddenly losing one of your most important pieces of equipment? But instead of giving up, they considered how they might repair one oar using the other. And that's classic ocean rowing. Calm heads, practical thinking, and just keep moving. They battled cloud cover for days, carefully managing their batteries, waiting patiently for the sunshine to power their solar panels. And they fought frustrating winds that never quite matched the weather forecast. Even having to deploy power anchor and simply wait for the conditions to improve. Really, truly, patience became one of their greatest gifts. And then, of course, their wildlife encounters. We can find out a little bit more about that in their questions.
Ladies and gentlemen, people here in Hanalei Bay, what you just experienced here was the arrival of these two incredible human beings, mother and son, Malihini Holo, representing Switzerland, coming in here strong. But before we do the official announcement, we have an official welcome here carried out by Phil. And a big applause to Phil, who shows up day and night down here in Hanalei Bay. You're now officially welcome into the island and can move around freely. It's worth more than a passport having Phil here. So as mentioned, what we just witnessed here was the arrival of Malihini Holo coming in from Monterey, California, 2,800 miles, rowing in that little boat you just saw coming in. And they did their crossing in 45 days, 13 hours, and 42 minutes. We have some gift bags here handed over by William. So once again, give it up, make some noise for Sandro and Judith. 45 days on the ocean, on the Pacific. You left many, many weeks ago, Monterey in California. Now you're here. I did have a little chat in Monterey with Sandro about timings, and I think Sandro mentioned 60 days. I said it will be below 50 or something like that. Sandro, you are now here. It's also Sandro's second ocean crossing. He has done the Atlantic as a solo, so second ocean rower. We will ask Mom here, Judith, whether there is a second ocean more to come. But first, Sandro, how does it feel here? You're here with your mom. You rode into Hanalei Bay with your mom.
It's amazing. I mean, it has been rough at some times. It really has. But we conquered, challenged everything, and now we're here. We mastered the crossing. I got another ocean. That's what I wanted, and I got it. It feels amazing.
It feels amazing, and you got another ocean. Your mom, and I will get to you now in a bit, Mom. I've seen a lot of footage where Mom is rowing. So who was most on the oars out there?
Well, while we're out there, we agreed that she probably rode more hours than me, but I rode faster, and in the end we got the same amount of miles, and we're both happy with that.
That's the spirit. I also see you have the fish hooks we give you in Monterey around your neck, as we have seen all the rows coming in. I really love to see that. I always get slightly emotional when I see it. It's a strong signal. Also the camaraderie within the World's Toughest Row. Judith, you saw your son coming into Antigua when he did his row, and something happened up here, and you decided, why don't I also do an ocean? And now you have done it with Sandra. How does it feel?
Great, but I won't do it again.
I missed the don't. I heard I will do it again. biggest challenges out there on the Pacific?
Seasickness. Yeah.
For those who have followed the team and the race will know that Judith, you have basically been seasick the entire way here. And you found out that the place where you were the less seasickness was when you were rowing. Hence why you did most of the rowing. Sandro, biggest challenges out there?
I missed the sun. I feel like for the first month entirely we didn't have any sun at all. It was cloudy all the time. Maybe there were a few hours, but that was it. Weeks and no sun at all, and I really love the sun. I need the sun, and I didn't get it, and that was challenging up here.
Yeah, we will make that up for you. There's a lot of rain in Kauai, but that's why it's a green island, garden island, but there's also a lot of sun, and there is so much warmth around here. Sandra, you had a close encounter with a shark quite in the beginning. Tell us about that.
2 encounters, actually.
2 encounters with sharks.
Yeah, but I mean, after the Atlantic, the only wildlife I wanted to take off and wasn't able to was shark. And now I got 3 sharks in total, 2 sharks in video. So, I mean, what more can I want? It's take everything, every box ticked off. It's amazing. I got what I wanted. Perfect.
Everything you wanted. Judith, being out there with your son, and I'm sure when Sandro was younger, you sometimes had to tell him what to do, etc., etc. The experience doing this as family. Your family is also here behind me, and they were also in Monterey, so it's kind of a family business now. But how does it feel having that bond with a very close family member, being your son here?
Well, I think it worked well. We didn't have to talk a lot, and it worked to change. Yeah.
Being a pair, obviously there's a lot of moments where you don't see each other. You basically shift, and then you won't go into the cabin. So it's not like a chit-chatting club out there, but there has been for sure moments. Now you're back on land. What are you looking forward to the most, Sandro?
I mean, that table over there is a nice thing.
A table, a chair, and food, cold drinks, and there will be a proper bed tonight with a mattress and also a running shower. So last question. Sandro, I've done 2 oceans now. Judith, you need to obviously be a little bit on land here before maybe having the right answer, but next time, spectator?
No, I won't.
No.
I'm 60, and I'm very grateful I could do this crossing, and it's fine like this.
You are 60 and you have done a crossing and you have done it well. Ladies and gentlemen, you saw it all here in Hanalei Bay, Kauai. Malihini Holo after 45 days, 13 hours and 42 minutes. Let's give them a big hip hip hooray. Sandro and Judith, hip hip! Hip hip! Hip hip! Well done. Charlotte will do a live interview now on YouTube, and after that we will take the after shots, and then it's all about fresh meal over there and some drinks and back with family, and then enjoy Kauai.
Oh yes. Lovely. Come in nice and close together.
To the audience,
so
thank you for coming down here. It's been amazing. Last and 5th boat here. So the World's Toughest Row Pacific 2026 is officially over with this incredible arrival.
Totally. And what you've actually brought the sun out. I mean, we came in, you had headwinds, that was tough, but you guys were flying in. I couldn't believe the speeds you were doing just coming into the bay with a headwind, and then the squall hit, and then another squall hit, and data was dropping out and the audience remained. Tell us how that felt as you came in to the bay.
Well, I mean, we knew it was this and nothing more. It would be done if we fight through. That gave us a good spirit to actually do this. I mean, there was no point in saving up energy, so why save it? So put everything in it, everything there is, just fight through it, and we did it.
And you did. It was absolutely phenomenal. So, you know, as mother and son, you know each other very well. Obviously, it's been a fair few years together. But what have you discovered about each other over the last 6 weeks together out in the middle of the Pacific?
I was actually happy to see that she wasn't as disciplined as I thought, because as I knew her up to this point, I thought she would tell me again and again, Sandra, it's your time to row, go row. But she didn't. We worked quite well with each other. We rowed until we thought, yeah, now it's time for a change, and the other person was ready to change. When I thought, Mom, could you take over? No discussion, she took over. When she said, Sandra, please, I took over. We were quite a good team.
What about you, Judith? What have you learnt about Sandro?
Well, I just can say thank you that he made this crossing together with me.
Is it everything you'd hoped for? You know, you wanted to row to Hawaii when you saw him arrive into Antigua.
Yeah, I wanted to make a crossing, but I knew I can't do it by myself. So and I'm really grateful he made it with me together.
Yes, and what great experience you had on board as well. So tell me, what will finally, I'm going to ask you another question after this, just to the audience that are watching, but what will stay with you long after your aches and your blisters and this moment of adrenaline has passed? What will stay with you about your crossing?
That I made it.
That you made it.
From the beginning to the end, yes. It was a lot of work before and during the crossing, yes.
Mm-hmm.
For me, I mean, there were some experiences I wasn't able to get on the Atlantic, like the sharks, for example, of course. And I mean, there was one moment which was quite epic, but I thought, yeah, that was cool. There's a song of the Norwegian composer Thomas Bergersen. He used the voiceover of the Apollo mission start, like the countdown. There's 3, 2, 1, all engines running, lift off. And right after lift off, there was a huge wave pushing us with 7, 8 knots. And I thought, yeah, that was a lift off. That was cool.
Absolutely. And you lift off, you did. You've got your friends, family, supporters back home. Feel free to speak in your language to them. What would you like to say to them?
Merci vielmals für alle, die uns unterstützt haben. Es ist nötig, es geht nicht ohne andere. Wir sind mega, mega froh, haben wir Leute da. Wir sind mega froh, haben wir Leute daheim, die uns unterstützen. Merci für alle, die wach geblieben sind. Ich weiss, es ist nicht einfach, sorry, dass es die Zeit war, aber auch nicht ganz einfach mit der Zeitverschiebung. Aber merci fürs Schauen, danke für die Unterstützung. Gehen noch spenden. Die Wahl haben sie verdient. Wir auch, finde ich. Aber merci vielmals.
Ja, ich schließe mich dem an vom Sandro und schicke noch ganz einen speziellen Gruß an Conny. Danke für dein Fähne.
Oh, lovely. I mean, I have no idea what you said, but it sounded purposeful. Thank you so much, Malahini Holo. You have arrived into Kauai. You can enjoy everything that this garden island provides.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
They're going to have a couple of official moments as they get weighed, find out how much weight they lost or gained. But what an extraordinary story there. Congratulations once again to Team Malahini Holo for their arrival across the Pacific from Monterey, California, all the way here to Hanalei Bay, Kauai, Hawaii. And we're just going to have a little chat now with Karsten Heron Olsen.
We have
race
done
director.
we have done this before.
We've done this.
Yeah. No, last boat in here. It's been incredible. Great to see many people here down in Hanalei Bay, and here we are. The Pacific World Surface Row Pacific 2026 is over. 5 boats left the shores of Monterey. 5 boats made it into Hanalei Bay, and incredible to see Sandro and Judy coming in, mother and son. That's quite a story. And Judy being seasick all the way, but still here. Sandro actually said some days ago, had it been him, he would have stopped. So props up for the team. And then here we are. It's 2026. We are in the middle of the year, and we have an upcoming Atlantic race with 40+ teams ready for the start line. So I look forward to that. But first, obviously, we need to enjoy this moment today here with the team, and then after that, it's all about the Atlantic. But thank you for the following. And all the people who follow the Yellow Brick and the live streams. Really appreciate that. It is an incredible event, and it touches a lot of people, also here on the island, but also in general around the world. So thank you for yet another incredible, successful race. 5 out of 5. I'm happy.
And a huge thank you to you as well, Carsten and team. What an amazing, amazing edition of the World's Toughest Row Pacific this has been. Over the past weeks, we've watched ordinary people accomplish something truly extraordinary, crossing 2,800 miles of open Pacific Ocean through determination, teamwork, and resilience, and all on those little tiny boats that you see that they arrive in. Incredible fleet this year. You've reminded us that remarkable things really happen in comfort, and it's good to get out of our comfort zones and strip life back to its essentials. Face each day one stroke at a time, and people are capable of far more than they've imagined. That's what we've seen today. We've got some rowers here. Look, some of the fleet coming in to say hello to our teams. So thank you, everybody. I'm just going to turn the camera around so you can see me. Hello. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Families, friends, supporters, charities, sponsors, everybody back home and around the world. Thank you. Mahalo. We appreciate you. Every message of encouragement, every word that you've sent in really goes a long way for our teams, and they really, really appreciate it. It really helps to carry them across oceans to their final destinations. But like Carsten said, this isn't the end. The adventure continues in the World's Toughest Row Atlantic 2026. Oh yes, that's setting off in December from La Gomera in the Canaries, and they will be rowing their way to Antigua in the Caribbean, another gorgeous destination. So be sure to follow along on our social channels, subscribe to YouTube. That's where you get to see all these lives, and we put out stories along the way to show you what's going on during that pre-race prep period, and you can then join us for another unforgettable year of rowing across oceans. And until then, if you have an ocean to cross, whatever that looks like for you, I hope you find the courage to launch and the strength to get yourself through it to the other side. Clearly, the greatest adventures rarely begin in perfect conditions. So, take your first stroke and you'll see where you get. Aloha, mahalo, and we'll see you on another ocean very, very soon. Thanks for watching.